Good morning, students. Today we will see with the problem number 15 relating to assessment of company, that is a calculation of total taxable income and tax liability under normal provision as well as with the MAT provision. A very simple problem, and again it is a 2019 question paper. The same type of question or kind of questions they will going to ask you in the examination with a that is a easy treatment, easy adjustment to easy ಆಗಿರುವಂತ ಒಂದು ವೇ ನಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ, ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್ ನ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ವೆರಿ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಒನ್, ವೆರಿ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಒನ್. ಸೊ ವಿಲ್ ಲುಕ್ ಇಂಟು ದಟ್. The following is the information of Tanush and Company for the assessment year 2019-20. Particulars amount to cost of goods sold. Cost of goods sold is what? So that is a amount incurred for the produced product and whatever they are going to sell. Like we have already seen in the cost sheet. Cost sheet ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಏನು ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ನ ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಇನ್ಕರ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ಏನಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ? ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಸೋಲ್ಡ್. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್. ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಇಗ್ನೋರ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, tax relating to long term capital gain, right? So earlier when we are discussing with the that is admissible, inadmissible, one tax, that is a security transaction tax, which is related to the long term capital gain and short term capital gain, which is traded in the listed stock exchange. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಆ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಏನಾದರೂ ಪೇ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ, ಸೊ ದಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗೋನ್ ಟು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಆಸ್ ವಾಟ್? ಅಡ್ಮಿಸಿಬಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆನ್ ದ ನೇಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್. ವೆನ್ ದೇ ಇಫ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ದಿ ಟ್ರೇಡಿಂಗ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್, ಸೊ ದೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಅಡ್ಮಿಸಿಬಲ್ ಇಯರ್. In this problem, it is given tax related to long-term capital gain. So they are not specifically mentioned it is a security transaction tax. Hence, we can treat that is a tax related to other than non-business income. So it is inadmissible. Add back it up. Next, to depreciation. Depreciation, it is compulsory for the tax purpose, but which depreciation? Again, it is as per the IT provision for the normal provision, and again depreciation other than revalued asset for the book profit. Now, but this depreciation which is given in the P&L account, it is first considered as what? Inadmissible. Add to the working note number 1, that is to the net profit. Same again statutory addition to this step number 2 in order to know the book profit. Next, ಸಪೋಸ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಅದೇ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಡೆಪ್ರಿಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಅದರ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ ರಿವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಡ್ ಅಸೆಟ್ ಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ. ಸಪೋಸ್ ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಗಿವನ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಡೆಪ್ರಿಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ವಿಚ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಟೇಕನ್ ಆಸ್ ಅಡಿಷನ್, ದಟ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಡಿಡಕ್ಟ್ and again here, but you cannot deduct the same even if they are given the IT provision. IT provision ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಏನು ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೋ ಅದನ್ನು ಡಿಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. IT provision ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದಾಗ then you can able to take the same as what? Admissible expenses, or else you will ignore that item because already debit ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ, right? Very simple one. Next one, proposed dividend. Proposed dividend, it is done through the profit appropriation ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ? ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಹೆನ್ಸ್ ದೇ ಸಪೋಸ್ ಟು ಪೇ ದ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಪ್ರಪೋಸ್ಡ್ ಡಿವಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಆರ್ ಪೇಡ್ ಡಿವಿಡೆಂಟ್. ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್. Now we are calculating the tax liability for the company. It is related to the individual person, non-business expenses, add to the net profit as inadmissible, and as well as statutory addition to the calculation of book profit as income tax, paid, payable, provision for income tax, interest on income tax, all it will come here, right? Next, come to the credit side by sales, business income. Next, long-term capital gain liable for STT, right? So there is a two capital gain liable for STT, short-term capital gain and long-term capital gain. If the equity share traded in a listed stock exchange less than a year, at the time when they are gaining, that called be as short-term capital gain. If the equity shares are traded in the listed stock exchange and if they are gaining, and if it is traded more than a year, then it becomes as what? Long-term capital gain liable for STT. Now, earlier, before the assessment year of the 2019-20, so it was exempted income under section 10 subsection 38, but from the assessment year 19-20, the tax department, they have told that they have given the provision that is up to 1 lakh you can able to take the deductions under long-term capital gain liable for STT. More than that, it attract what? 10% of tax. So it is a different slab rate. how we have to treat this adjustment, less as non-business income credited to P&L account ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು net profit and minus ಮಾಡಿ, and again take in the step number 1 as add to the other taxable income, and again come here, that is a long-term capital gain liable for STT for the calculation of tax liability. ಇಲ್ಲಿ amount 1,50,000 ಇದೆ, 1,50,000 ಅಲ್ಲಿ 1 ಲಕ್ಷ ಮೈನಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, so we can able to take for the calculation of tax liability. Next, interest on government securities. Interest on government securities is a non-business income credited to P&L account less in the net profit, and again step number 1, that is income from other sources here. In some other problem we are going to see that is income from tax free government securities. Tax free ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಒಂದು ವರ್ಡ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಸರ್ಟೈನ್ ಕೇಸಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ಗವರ್ನಮೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ದೇ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಟೇಕ್ ದಿ ಡಿಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರೀ, ರೈಟ್. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರೀ ಅಂದಾಗ ದೇ ನಾಟ್ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಪೇ ದ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್, ಬಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಎ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರೀ government securities, hence it will be added less to the non-business expenses income anta minus ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಬನ್ನಿ. Next, additional information, depreciation allowable for the year as per the income tax act is 50,000. very simple. Normal provision ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ as per IT ಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಮೈನಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ. Next one, brought forward business losses as per books of accounts. It comes in step number 2, that is a less as statutory deductions. Brought forward business losses as per book or brought forward unabsorbed depreciation as per book, whichever is less, that will be taken as statutory deductions. In this problem they have given only brought forward business losses as per books of accounts, how much, 1,25,000, but they have not given unabsorbed depreciation. Show as nil for the unabsorbed depreciation, and whichever is less, that is the nil amount, means they cannot able to take any deductions out of that. Next, but when it comes to next one is a normal provision. Here we can take both, ಎರಡನ್ನೂ ತಗೋಬಹುದು ಅಥವಾ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಒಂದು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು ಸಹ ತಗೊಳ್ಬಹುದು. That is brought forward unabsorbed depreciation. They are not mentioned either it is for as per book or as per IT. If it is not given, go directly, that is as per IT, 50,000. So less in the net profit as, that is admissible expenses, right. Now with this information compute total income of the company under normal provision and tax liability of the company, tax payable under section 115J, right. So very simple problem, 2019 question paper, which is asked for the 14 marks in order to calculate the provision, normal provision tax and MAT provision tax, right. We'll see with the one by one. So what is the working note number 1? That is the calculation of taxable income from business. For that, take the net profit which is given in the problem, that is 2,87,000. And the next one is add to that inadmissible expenses. Inadmissible expenses. Listen carefully. ಸೊ ಕೆಲವು ಸರ್ತಿ ಬೋರ್ಡಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದನ್ನ ಗಮನ ಇಟ್ಟು ಕೇಳಿ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗಿ, ರೈಟ್. ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ರಿಲೇಟ್, ಅಂಡ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ರಿಲೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಲಾಂಗ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಗೇನ್. Capital gain amount 3,000. Next one, depreciation given in the P&L account, amount 85,000. Next, proposed dividend, amount 1,30,000. Next, income tax, amount 60,000. Total of all these inadmissible expenses is 2,78,000. Add to the net profit, then the subtotal amount is 5,65,000. From this minus less admissible expenses or non-business income credited to P&L account. Another first one is check first depreciation as per IT. Depreciation as per IT amount, the given amount is how much? 50,000. 50,000. Next, there is no any other advisable expenses. Next, we can go for the, that is a non-business income. What are the non-business income here? So we can go with the next three headings: income from HP, income from capital gain, and income from other sources. In the problem they are given, that is a long-term capital gain liable for STT. Liable for STT amount, that is 1,15,000. Sorry, 1,50,000. And the next one is interest on government securities. Interest on government securities. It is income from other sources. Amount 15,000. 15,000. Next, it is with the non-business income. Next, we can go with the set off and carry forward of the losses and unabsorbed depreciation. Now, another first one is brought forward business loss as per IT. As per IT, not given, it is nil. And brought forward unabsorbed depreciation as per IT, the given amount is 55,000. 55,000. And all this amount and minus from 5,65,000, that is a 2,70,000 is the total deductible amount. Minus from 5,65,000, then you will get 2,95,000 as what? Taxable income from business. Taxable income from business. Right. Next, we will see with the step number 1, that is a calculation of total taxable income of the company under all the heads, that is except salary. First, we will see with the any income from HP. No, nil. And second one is income from business, that is 2,95,000 here. Already set off is done. So that is working on number 1 and the amount of 2,95,000, that is income from business. Next, income from short-term capital gain other than STT. Nil. So, yav irutte short-term capital gain alli? So, very simple. Any profit on sale of depreciable asset kottidre, like that you can think that is short-term capital gain. Next one, income from other sources, that is on interest on government securities. The amount is how much? 15,000. Add all the amount, you will get other taxable, other gross total income is amount 3,10,000 is other gross total income. There is no any deductions under section 80G2, 80JJA, nil. And other taxable income is how much? That is 3,10,000, the same amount carried out. Next one, long-term capital gain liable for STT. So it is it will not attract, it will not taken for the giving the deductions. That's why we are adding later. The amount is how much? 1,50,000. 1,50,000, and the total amount is how much? 4,60,000 is taxable amount. Total taxable amount. But next, calculation of step number 2, that is book profit. Under section 115 GB, take the net profit given in the P&L account 2,87,000. To add that statutory addition, first one is given in the problem, that is depreciation as per P&L account. Depreciation amount 85,000. And the next one is proposed dividend. Proposed dividend amount 1,30,000. Next, income tax. Income tax amount 60,000, and all this amount 2,75,000. And to the 2,75,000 or what? 2,75,000. 5,62,000 is the subtotal amount after adding the statutory addition less statutory deduction. Now, statutory deductions are like amount withdraw from that is the reserves. Next, amount withdraw from the revalued asset reserve. Next one is depreciation other than revaluation reserve, exempted income. So like goes on. So go with the format. What are all the item can be deductible under book profit? Now in the problem given, that is depreciation other than revalued asset. It is not given in the problem, hence we can treat the same the depreciation which is P&L account ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆಯೋ ಅದನ್ನೇ ನಾವು ಡಿಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬಹುದು. Depreciation other than revalued asset depreciation amount 85,000, and the next one is that is there any exempted income like income from agriculture, income from received from UTI, and again any dividend received from Indian domestic company? So if such income is there, you minus it. So there is no such exempted income. So now with that we left here, and the next one is that is brought forward business loss as per book. Amount given is 1,25,000. See the adjustment. Next, that is R brought forward unabsorbed depreciation as per book nil. Kotila. Hence you can treat this is, that is whichever is less means the nil is the less because 0. So you cannot, you take as what? Nil. There is no amount for the brought forward and absorbed depreciation. Out of this whichever is less, nil is the less. So take the subtotal amount 85,000 less from 5,62,000, then the book profit is how much? 4,77,000. It is book profit under MAT provision. Book profit under MAT provision under section 115 JB. The next step moving on to that is a calculation of tax liability under both the heading, the normal provision and MAT provision. Here under normal provision, take the first slab is that is other taxable income, that is 3,10,000 into 25%, it attract 25% amount 77,500. Next, there is a liability liable for STT. Amount given in the problem is 1,50,000, and again up to 1 lakh is exemption. So the remaining amount is 50,000. It attract how much percentage? It is 10% tax rate. 5,000 is the tax amount of the long-term capital gain liable for STT, and both the amount 77,500 and 5,000, and the subtotal amount is 82,500. Again on 82,500, supposed to calculate 4% of education and health cess. The calculation of education and health cess tax is 3,300. Add to that 82,500, then the final tax liability under normal provision is how much? 85,800. Next, calculate again under MAT provision. Very simple. Take the book profit into 18.5%. Book profit is how much? 4,77,000 into 18.5 divided by 100 amount, that is 88,245. Next, calculate 4% of education cess on that amount. 88,245 into 4 divided by 100. The tax amount is 3,530 and both the amounts 91,775. Now, here two tax liability amount under normal provision and MAT provision. Under normal 85,800, under MAT 91,775. Now, which is the ultimate tax payable by the company to the government? That is whichever is the highest. Now, which one is highest? MAT or normal? Under the MAT provision, it is highest. That is, I will write shortly here. So listen carefully. That is normal provision and MAT provision. Normal provision 91,775 and MAT provision is 85,800. Whichever is higher, that is sorry. Another MAT provision is 91,775 and the normal provision is 85,800. Whichever is highest, so that is 91,775 and our MAT provision is highest. Suppose if the MAT provision is highest, then we supposed to calculate the tax credit under step number 4. Tax credit. How to calculate the tax credit? Very simple. MAT tax liability amount minus normal provision tax liability amount. MAT provision tax liability amount 91,775. MAT normal provision tax liability amount 85,800. Less it, then the amount is 5,975. It is tax credit. Tax credit ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಕೊಟ್ಟು ವಾಪಸ್ ಇಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋ ರೀತಿ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ next year, in the next upcoming assessment year, if the normal provision is higher than the MAT provision, then they can able to use this amount as what? Set off of the tax credit. That is, then it can be carried forward next 10 assessment year. Carry forward 10 ವರ್ಷವರೆಗೂ ಅದನ್ನ ಕ್ಯಾರಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು. This is with the simple problem, that is a calculation of total taxable income, tax liability, book profit and tax credit. Right? Thank you so much, guys. I hope everyone will be following the same and all the best for you. Thank you.